welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today's workout is going to be an intermediate full body workout using the prop of the Pilates box. I'm also going to use an optional prop of the balance cushion. If you do not have a balance cushion, you can substitute for a Pilates ball, or you can do the whole workout without the cushion. So whatever, if you don't have any of those props, that's fine. Workout can still be done. Setup for today is we are going to need our box handy and ready. Foot bar is going to be down. I'm going to be starting on one red, one blue spring. That's one heavy, one medium on my balanced body. My headrest is up. My straps are connected. Once you're ready, grab your ball, cushion, or nothing, and go ahead, lie yourself down. Feet are going to come to the platform, heads coming down to the headrest. Now you want to make sure that your shoulders are grazing the top of the shoulder pads. Once you're here, you're going to lift that bottom, place the ball or the cushion underneath that tailbone. You're going to reach behind you, find your straps, bring your arms up to the clouds, long loops or short loops, choice is yours. And once those arms are up to the clouds, go ahead, find your feet in tabletop. So go ahead, we're going to turn those abs on, draw those abs to the ribs. Rib cage is connected towards the back of the spine, not flaring through the chest. And when you're ready, arms are going to stay quiet. We're going to do single leg extensions, starting with the right leg, extending the right leg long, pulling it back in, exhaling as we extend the left. Inhale, exhale, extend the right and the left. Alternating from side to side here, warming up that core. Keeping those abs pulled in, trying to keep that pelvis as quiet as possible, especially on the ball or on the stability cushion. Last one right, one left, coming into a dead bug variation. When your legs come into tabletop, hold them there. We're going to begin with the right leg extension, left arms coming out to the side. So single leg, right leg as you drop the left arm out to the side. Inhale, pull it back to center. Left leg goes out, right arm comes out to the side, pull it back to center. Alternate from side to side, controlling that pelvis, keeping it quiet throughout your movements. Exhale, breathe in. Last two to each side. One more right, one more left. When your arms up come to the clouds, hold them there, legs stay in table, straight arm press, bring the arms down by your sides, resist them up. Inhale, float the arms up, keeping the knees over the hips, legs squeezing together, activating those inner thighs, stabilizing through the core. We're going to go for 3 more, and then we're going to add double leg extension, reaching the legs long as the arms press down. For 2. One more here, legs reach long, arms press down. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale, reach it long. Now, if you are not on the stability cushion, you absolutely have the option to lift your head to increase the ab work here. I want you to be mindful that you're not splaying through the ribs. Let's go for 3. We're going to keep the legs long in 2. Last one here, when your arms come down, legs are long, hold it there. You're going to flip your palms so they face your hips. You're going to open the arms for T-pulls, pull it back towards the center. Keep those ribs and abs connected. Try not to splay. Support that lower back. We have 4. I'm going to add the legs with the arms to the last 8. Last 2. Last one here. Arms come to your hips, legs go wide, arms go wide. Pull it together. Legs and arms, squeeze towards that midline. Squeeze. We have 3. For 2. Last one here. When the legs come together, bring the knees into tabletop, arms float up to the clouds. Go ahead, take those straps. You're carefully going to reach one strap long, place it in to the foot loop. Extend the other leg long and place it into the foot loop. So both our feet are in straps. Adjust yourself if you need a moment, but we're going to find our legs in frog coming down to a 45-degree. Headrest can stay up for now. We are going to be lowering it in a bit. So once you're ready, we're going to frog the legs in. Press the legs out. Inhale to come in. Think about that chest connecting to those ribs, the back of the spine, not splaying through the chest. Neck is long. Let's go for 2. Exhale, push it out. The next one, you're going to hold your legs long, keep them extended, still feet and heels connected. You're going to open up to a side V, open up the legs across the horizon, squeeze together as you activate the inner thigh. Again, crossing, opening up through the horizon, closing together. Last 4. Last one here, legs come together, flip them back to parallel, float the legs up to the clouds, drop them down towards the foot bar. Lift and lower. Only staying here, we're going to combine the 2 moves in the next 3. Make sure you're pulling from the crease of your seat, pulling those legs together. This is the last one. Next time your legs come down, I want you to point the toes out to the side, come out to that side V, bring the legs together, flip the feet to parallel, lift, lower. Externally rotate, open to the sides, pull the heels back together, flip to parallel, and lift and lower. Are the ribs and abs still connected? Is each movement syncing with your breath? Last one here. When the legs come back up to the clouds, hold them there. From here, if your headrest is up, go ahead, knock it down. Flat headrest. We're going to lower lift the legs one time. And then as the legs come up to the ceiling, we're going to lift the hips. Hands are flat. You're going to lift straight up. Articulate yourself down. Lower the legs. Again, lift the legs straight up to the clouds. Lift the hips straight up like you're stepping on the floor. Articulate yourself down 1 vertebrae at a time. When the spine touches the mat or the cushion, lower the legs. Let's go for 4 more. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower the spine down. Exhale, lower the legs from you. Inhale, lift the legs up. Exhale as you lift the legs, the hips. Last one here. When the hips are up, you're going to hold the hips up. Hold them, make sure you're not in your neck. Rotate the feet. We're going to do high frog. So you're going to bend your knees in. extend the straps away. Bend the knees in, extend. We have 4. Breathe it out. Exhale, push away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last 2. Last one, we're going to finish with long spine. Extend those legs. Bring those feet back to parallel. Now I want you to lower your legs without articulating your spine. Slowly, how long can you keep your spine as you lower the legs? When you can't lower the legs anymore, dropping them down, you articulate into the mat. Lower the legs towards the foot bar. Bring your knees in. Carefully bring yourself into a butterfly stretch. Give yourself a nice big stretch. You should be, if you have that cushion, in a nice imprinted spine. You can use your elbows to push out on your knees. And then we are carefully going to take one strap off. Find the platform. Take the other strap off. You can hang those straps up. Take the balance cushion off, and we are going to come up on our carriage. We're going to make a few changes here. Balance cushion, if you're using it, or the ball, only the balance cushion can be used for this segment. So if you are using a ball, this is where you would omit it. Also, we are coming down to 1 blue spring only. Foot bar stays down. We're grabbing our short box. We're going to place it onto the carriage. So short box is coming onto the carriage. I'm going to start, my carriage works better because I have a foam box with my box over the shoulder blocks. But I am going to take it, move it forward when we do another segment. Right now I'm keeping it where it gives me more support. I'm going to start, if you have the balance cushion, you're going to bring it towards the back of your carriage. I'm going to step up and face you. If you face me, that would be great. So for me, my right foot is going to be my stability leg right now. I'm stepping up on the stable surface. My foot is coming to the carriage. Again, if you don't have the stability cushion, you're doing everything the same, just not using the cushion. I'm going to walk my foot up so it's a little in the middle. Middle of the foot is in the middle of the platform. My inside leg is coming lightly on to the stability cushion a little bit behind me. Soft bend, standing leg, abs are pulled in, slight hinge at the hips. Hands in prayer at your hip. When you're ready, we're coming in to straight leg lunges. So you're going to extend the carriage out. You have your straight leg. Now it's your carriage leg. It's your platform leg that's going to work. Press into the heel as you bend down. Lift through the heel as you come up. Staying with the side lunge here and bringing it in. So you want to make sure that you're hinging at the hips. Knee is staying in line behind that first and second toe of your foot, really driving through the heel. Pressing it down, just tapping the carriage ever so slightly. We have 3 more. We're going to go into scooters from there. For 2. Remember, 1 push out, slower on the descent. On this last one, I think that was our last one, but on this last one, hold it down. Bending the carriage leg in. Stay with your weight heavy over your platform foot. In and out. Really driving through the ball of that foot. We have 4. We're going to combo the 2 for the last set. We're only going to do 6. Next time the foot is long, hold it there. Keep it straight. Drive up through the platform. Bend through the platform. Bend the carriage knee. Extend. Drive up. Down. And in. Think about your breath. Last one here. Extend. Drive up, drive down, bend it in. Carefully stand it on up. And you're carefully going to go ahead, take a step off your reformer. We're not going too far. Now, stability cushion. If you have a ball, you can go ahead, pick the ball up and use it here. Ball is coming on to the carriage. Your knee is coming on to that ball, and the other foot is coming on to the platform. Now, I am on a blue spring. At any point, if this is too light, add a yellow spring on. Try your best. Add a red spring on if you need more support. You do what works for you. I may be adding a yellow spring on. I've been away from the reformer a while. So abs are in, shoulders back and down. We're going to extend ourselves out. Find that perfect plank position. Abs are pulled in towards their spine. We're coming into knee hovers. You're going to lift the left knee, drop it down, or my left knee. Lift and lower. Remember, draw the abs in towards the spine. Shoulders are away from the ears. You're lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. We have 3, 2. We're going to go in to a moving plank. Hold the knee up if you can. You're going to bend the knee on the carriage. Extend it out. Bend it in. If you need to drop the knee, every time you extend out, do so. If you want more, you can move the leg as you come in. I'm going to stay right here with my knee in a hover for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop the knee. Bring yourself all the way in. Roll those shoulders. Balance cushion's now coming to the other knee. Side 2 of these planks. See how I do on this side? My hip is giving me a problem today. So you're going to go ahead, extend yourself out to that single leg plank. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are back. Stabilize through your core. You're going to lift and lower. Lift, lower. Keep everything connected. Shoulders away. Last 3, we're going to start bending the carriage for 3, 2. Did I say bending the carriage? I meant bending the knee. Last 1, hold it up. Bend it in. Woo, try to control the carriage. This is my weaker side, so really hard for me on a blue. Last 2. Woo. I really should add a yellow, but I'm going to go through it. Bring that knee down and bring yourself in. Go ahead, set yourself down for child's pose. Ooh, I really struggled on that. Wasn't so bad yesterday when I was putting this together, but I think I did it on a blue and a yellow. All right, so balance cushion is where it needs to be. If you added any other spring but that blue spring, take them all off. Pardon my backside to you. I'm going to step up on the platform. Outside foot's coming onto the carriage. Foot is in the middle of the platform, and my inside leg's coming towards the back. Here we go, little hinge at the hip, soft bend in the standing leg. Standing leg is doing all the work. Light press. The straight leg, coming in for that side lunge, drive through the heel. So like I said, I've definitely been away from the reformer for a couple weeks. I've actually been struggling since both my parents died. Since March, so bear with me. I'm trying to get my strength back. I have a lot of projects going on in the house. We're going to go 1 more. We're going to hold it down. We're going to scooter it in. I'm trying to hold myself accountable, and please do the same. Try to hold me accountable. because I want to be here for myself. I want to be here for you. We got 3 more going into combo. I'll stop talking. Last one, hold it out. Drive through the heel. Bend it down. Bend in, extend. Drive up, down. We have 2 more. In, out, up, down. Last one. Up and down. Bring it in. Stand it all the way up. Carefully step yourself back. And I am going to face my springs because I am adding all of my springs on as we need our foot strap. So grabbing the foot strap. This is also where I am going to move my box in front of my shoulder blocks. And if you're using the balance cushion, you can also use the ball here. If it works, for some people it works, for some people it doesn't. So choose. So if you're using the balance cushion, I'm sitting on the balance cushion. If you're using a ball, you're sitting at the very edge of the box and the ball is going at the very edge of your tailbone. So I am bringing both legs into my straps. My feet are slightly bent a little bit less than a 90 degrees. My shoulders are back and down. We're going to start drawing those abs in. Hands are going to reach out in front of us. We're going to tuck the abs in. We're going to roll ourselves back. As we roll ourselves into a roll back, I want you to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the abs in. Roll yourself up. So finding the stability as you roll back and forth, rolling down, rolling up. If you don't have a ball or a balance cushion, you're doing exactly the same thing. Next time we roll down, we're going to add a little bit of movement. We're going to roll down. We're going to lift the right arm to the clouds. Roll up as we lower it. Roll down, lift the left arm to the clouds. Bring it down as we roll up. Now you have the option to stay here, alternating arms up or down. If you want more, roll back, lift both arms up, and roll up. So choose where you need to be today. We have 3 more. For 2. One more here. When you come all the way up, waist over hips, feet are staying exactly as they are, hands are coming behind the head. Drawing the abs in, coming with a flat back hinge and a rotational twist. So you're going to draw those abs in, shoulders are back, lay that head into the back of your hands, flat back hinge, hinge yourself down, draw yourself up. When you come waist over hips, rotate towards the left, bring it back to center. Hinge back, draw it up. Think about that tempo count. 1 count down, 3 counts up, back. Rotate to the left. This time we'll rotate to the right. Getting that rotation work in. Last 2. One more here. When you come all the way up, go ahead, release those arms, and carefully you can take that foot strap off. If you're on the balance cushion, it can stay right where it is. If you have the ball, you can remove the ball, place it in between your knees. We're going to take all of our springs off, except for the blue spring only. Now carefully reach down, Grab the strap behind you. You only need one strap, so whether you're using the left or the right, the choice is yours. All right, we're gonna start short loop or long loop, sitting up nice and tall, waist over the hips, shoulders back and down, abs connected to the ribs, everything pulled in tight. Palm is flipped up. We're gonna start with our offering, reaching it up to the clouds or up to chest height and bringing it down. Palm is facing the clouds. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, pull it in. So if you are using the stability cushion, you should feel your abdominals working hard, holding that core tight as you have heavier weight pulling you from one side. Last two here. Next time the arm comes in towards the waist, hold it there. We're gonna flip the palm so the palm is facing our ears. We're gonna reach the arm straight up over the head. Now bend the elbow for a tricep press. Extend, rotate the arm back towards the ear, drop the elbow. So extend, rotate away, bend the elbow. Extend up to the clouds, rotate your arm towards your face, bend the elbow. Make sure you're following the mechanics to keep your body safe. Everybody likes to rush through Pilates, and it's really about very controlled movement. There are certain times for time things, but on a daily practice, it's about control. This will be the last one. When that arm reaches long, bring it back towards your face. Now palms are facing towards the floor. We're gonna begin chest press with rotation. So I'm gonna extend my strapped arm first, pull back my unstrapped arm, adding that rotation work in again. Extend all the way back. Now, exhale, push away. Breathe in, unravel. Think about the waistline working around the spine. Last three. Two, getting some nice back cracks here. One more. Bring it back in, and let's carefully reach down, hang that strap up. Actually, I'm just gonna throw the strap on the floor. It's easier. And then reach down, grab the other strap carefully, come back to sitting on the cushion if you're using it. Palm is facing up. Abs are pulled in. We're gonna begin with that offering. Extend the arm up and bring it back. I'm gonna switch to my long loop here. I know when I go overhead press, I might have to go to the longer loop. Using that breath, trying to stabilize through the core. We have 4. Last one here. Bring it back in. Palm is now facing towards your ear. You're going to extend it up. Flip the palm to the wall in front of you. Bend the elbow. Extend. Flip the palm and in. Make sure you're making that rotational movement of the arm to keep the form correct. I am definitely going to be going to the longer loop on this side. I thought I might have to. I did yesterday, so. Last 3. Remember, the last 2 or 3 should be quite a challenge. Remember, if you need that other hand to assist you, by all means, use it. and bring it in. Flip the palms so they're facing down. We're coming with that rotational chest press, starting with the strapped arm first. Reach forward, rotate, unstrap side. Bring it back, rotate all the way towards the strap. Bring it in. Again, using those stabilizers to stabilize your lower part of your body as you're rotating that waist around the spine. Last 3. For 2. And 1. Bring it all the way in. Carefully go ahead. I'm just going to drop that strap. I'm carefully going to step up off my box. I am going to leave my cushion right where it is. Now, if you don't have a cushion, I would like you to pick up your foot bar and do the work laying on the box without the cushion. So if you have a cushion, the only thing you're not going to be able to do is dive as much unless you want to bring your hands to the platform. But the cushion really gives you a nice assist here to getting into some assisted push-ups and really nice chest stretches and chest strength. So I'm going to step up onto my headrest and I am going to lay my hips all the way down. So I am going to shimmy myself up so my feet are a bit higher than my hands on the platform. So I'm already in a dipped position with a soft bend in my elbows. Feet are squeezing together. If it's more comfortable for you to have them wide, you can do so. So if you do not have the balance cushion, you're using the foot bar here and you're up. So assisted push-ups. We're going to extend ourselves all the way out right now, and then I just want you to bend your elbows and come in. So we're just going to go in for like a shoulder stretch, arm extension, chest press, whatever you want to call it, puppy pose. There's so many names for it. So just bend the elbows out wide, and then we're going to start adding in that push-up. We're going to go for 2 more. Next time you come in, your chest is over your wrist. I want you to extend yourself up. Body should come straight. Now I want you to extend yourself out. Get that big stretch through the lats, through the arms. Dive the nose towards the springs. Feet will come up. Bend the arms as you come in. Excellent. Extend. Push yourself out. Big stretch through the chest. Lower the chest towards the springs. Bend your elbows to come in. We have 4 more in this direction, and then we're going to reverse it. Last one here. When you come in, keep those arms bent. Go ahead, push yourself away. Now, come up, shoulders in line with your wrist. They come right over your shoulders. Bend the elbows, nose to platform. Push away. Lift. Chest expansion. Bring it in. Bend. Legs still squeezing together. Those glutes are stabilizing you along with the core. Everything should be tight and glued together. Last one here. Come all the way in. Carefully roll yourself back. Walk your hands. And if you have that balance cushion on top of your box, go ahead, take it off. Bring your elbows to the box, and let's just round for some flexion here. All right, slowly standing yourself up. We're going to go ahead, bring one leg up to the box, doesn't matter which one, coming into a figure 4. Now what I want you to do is I want you to try to keep your hips square to the box. Try not to slump to one side. Really open up. Watch your range of motion. Abs are pulled in. Shoulders are back. Neck is long. Gaze is over the tip of your nose. Push slightly down on that heel, that knee. Ground your feet to the floor underneath you. Maybe spread those toes. Really opening up those glutes. If you feel stable enough here, bring your hands behind you. Get a big chest stretch. Maybe take your gaze up to the clouds. Bring it back to neutral. Now I want you to go ahead, hike the hip a little, drop the knee, and maybe walk yourself out, just bending a little bit into that hip flexor. Excellent job. Bring that foot on down. Give yourself a quad stretch real quick. Hold on to the box if you need to. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So let's open up that hip. This one's going to be funny. I don't even think I can straighten my hips on this side. So range of motion is definitely a lot less here, keeping my waist up high. I have anchors in this hip, so this hip definitely does not have the same range. Maybe interlace your hands, open up that chest again, or maybe round the spine, give yourself some flexion. Alternate between the two if it feels right. Hands can come to the box, get a little deeper. And then carefully take that foot off, reach behind you, give yourself a quad stretch. Let all that stress from your day go. Carefully roll those shoulders. And that completes today's workout. I thank you so much for working out with me. Like always, I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, drop a comment, leave a suggestion, anything you want. And until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.